EGM Network.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Oh, well, hi and welcome. Hey, believe it or not, we have a lot to cheer up about, but I am sticking to the stock market this time because the last 3 weeks, without exaggeration, the majority of stocks have been going down, down, and down. And especially the ones that most people think are good companies and worth buying. Well, the last 2 days, they've been going up, 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 up. A lot of day traders will sell and then rebuy, and I can tell what they're doing by looking at even my stocks. And I end up, for the most part, I do not sell. I've been sticking to keeping them. But when something goes bad or is not needed anymore, remember, there's no emotion with these stocks. If you've had enough, and there are rumors, let's say, of an airplane company going out of business, or AI not eliminating a particular type of union or something that is on the stock market, of course I'll get out. I'm not going to watch it go down to zero. But when the entire market goes down, and something like what happened last week, I just stay put. I don't sell anything and try to rush and buy back in like a trader. For me, whatever money I would gain by doing that turns out to be the right thing. Remember, when you sell it, you have to pay taxes on it. And when you rebuy, most of the time there aren't many fees or fewer fees, but certainly on selling there are fees. And when you remove it from even the cash part of your investment, there's a fee for that too, getting a check. So when it's all said and done, you didn't save that much. And so it can't be any small downturn. Like if the company goes down 20, 30%, something like that, I watch it very closely. But that's only if everything else is going down 10 or 20 or 30%.
Right. Most people, if you listen to anyone that says about getting in the stock market, you got to weather it.
That's right.
You have to have this tough skin, whatever, because it's going to go up and down. It's a volatile system.
That's right. And now getting down to some specifics on that, I'll give you the best example of the good thing that happened is I had Microsoft because that's been a long-standing stock, and even Kramer says, don't sell it, just hang on to it, things will change. And Microsoft has done basically nothing since 2025, all the way up until now. Mm-hmm. But because, and thank God for Trump and other people announcing it, they formed a partnership with like Apple and some other companies on combining AI research and AI development. And guess what happened? Even last week, when the rest of the market was going down, Microsoft went up by $26 a share in one day. For me, anyway, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money if you only have 20 shares. It's a large amount of money if you have 100 shares, 60 shares. It doesn't matter. But whatever you have, You just add more zeros to it when you purchase more shares with a major thing like that happening. When a company forms a new partnership with another company, it doesn't go up for one day and that's the end of it. It
Right.
takes a while for this partnership to be producing and seeing everything that works and works well. Well, that takes a few weeks to see it. So it's not a case that the Microsoft went up by $26 yesterday and tomorrow it's going to go down again. The only time it goes down slightly by $1 or $2 is not what I do, but what many people do who call themselves day traders. When something comes up that fast, they take what Kramer calls a schnitzel off the top, like 5%, 10%, puts it in the cash amount and buys another stock that they think will be going up. So that little day trading of $1 or $2 a share or something, even up to $5 a share, where it may go down tomorrow by $5, I pay no attention to, because the next day it's going to go up again. And what the market does, and like you, Cindy, said so well, you have to be strong and ride the waves of the market. It's like a jigsaw that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But when you draw a line through it over 3 or 4 months, it's generally going up.
Yeah, you have. That's what everyone has ever told me. You have to look at the long term of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go back to the stories of 2008, 2009. I know that I had my 401k. I lost half of it. And I freaked. I did. I was like, oh no, how can I lose that kind of money in, one day and blah, blah, blah kind of thing. And I called up, the people that have the 401k, and they can't give you advice. They're not supposed to give you advice. And they didn't really. And the lady said, you know what, you got to bear the stock market and the whole bit. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do a thing. And it wasn't even less than a year I had the whole thing back.
Right.
So,
and you got it all back.
And I got it all back.
Yeah.
I did.
So once you've experienced one of those, you're less traumatic when other things happen in the future, and you just stick it out.
Yeah. So I did another snafu that people say not to do, and you say not to do. A lot of advice is I've bought stocks of companies that I really like. So I just kind of stick with them, and I hope they do well. I use their products, and I'm like, well, I'm at least one person giving them some money. And so far, they've been, knock wood, they've been doing okay.
Right. And just like and usually a sector is not doing that well or is doing very well. For right now, for example, the airline industry, it's not wrong to have airline stock. It's going to work out quite well. But they've been flat now for a little while. That doesn't mean get rid of them.
Right.
Because all of a sudden, boy, just like what happened to Microsoft, they're going to go up by double digits overnight. And you don't know when that's going to happen. Right. And by staying put with the airline company, I'm not saying buy more shares right now, but whatever you have, leave it alone and don't touch it. And on the long run, you're going to make out like a banshee.
You know what I do? That is one of the stocks that I do have. And then I have one that I bought that was relatively inexpensive, but I just like them. And they've done okay. One of the old-fashioned companies. And then I bought IBM on advice from someone, and it hasn't done a thing.
Right. Well, now it's going up.
Okay. Because I figured, IBM, wow.
The last day or two, it went up. I think, I forget how, at least $10 a share or more.
Okay, good. I can, okay, good. I can like that.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the best example of that when like the microchips like Nvidia, AMD, and there's a whole bunch of them, Micron and others, go up. All of a sudden, I look at one of my favorite steady Eddie companies, Johnson and Johnson. I have some shares of that all over the place. I love it. Plus, I not only love it, but I hear a lot of forecasts that they're coming out with some cancer drugs, including possibly a solution for pancreatic cancer.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, but it hasn't happened yet, and that stock hasn't gone up because of it. But every day, the last few days, even yesterday and the day before, when other stocks are going up, Johnson & Johnson went down by 53 cents, $1.20. All that is happening when you see that is the day traders are snitzeling by selling some Johnson & Johnson and trying to suddenly buy SpaceX, for example, or the low cost of SpaceX right now. Mm-hmm. And when Johnson & Johnson starts going up, they will add more to it, but they would never sell out Johnson & Johnson. They know it is good, and good things are around the corner from happening. And unfortunately, when you see these little bits every day, when all the news is positive, like right now, we're not invading Iran. This is their last chance to come around. Whether they will or they won't, we'll see. But any good thing happening, the price of oil going down or not going through the roof, going up, some other good things that are really happening take place. Don't get upset when your best stocks lose $1 or $2. It's just the day traders fooling around with it, selling a little bit to try to buy something else. And very often when they buy something else, there's a 50-50 shot whether they're going to lose more money or they were right in doing it. So when it's all said and done, when you pick the good stocks and stick with them, and believe me, for me it was hard to stick with Microsoft with nothing happening from 2005 all the way till now. Didn't go down much. If it went down $1, it came up $1. But doing absolutely nothing. Remember, you don't get interest from stocks like that. It does absolutely nothing. I was getting to be nervous Annie, wanting to sell it. And now all of a sudden, because of the CEOs and the directors forming partnerships with other AI industries, which is going to be around indefinitely, all of a sudden it's going up, and I'm confident that it's going to generally stay up. But remember, even when it goes up, and they think that there may be a little leveling off, like it went up too much, they will take a little bit off, like my husband says, a schnitzel, and buy something else. But I don't even do that. In my case, I'm willing to sit it out, save the fees from paying taxes, because every time you sell a stock, you literally have to pay taxes on it within that year.
Yeah.
And if I, like in 2025, I didn't sell anything, and I added to it. Well, that's what the Democratic Party calls unrealized gain. To me, it's not unrealized. To me, it's safe because they're good stocks. Just like the stocks that you people have, you believe in them, you think they're good. If you, for example, if you fly Delta Airlines or Southwest Airlines, and you're a regular, and they're so nice to you and love them, and you love them too, you're starting to get emotional, which Kramer does not recommend, but still, you know they're very good stocks. So there's no reason, emotional or not, there's no reason to go selling when they have a few months of downturn because of high fuel costs or instability at some airports or national wars going on. That is the time to stick with them because you won't lose.
Right, yeah. Yeah, some people buy then also.
Yes, and it is a buying opportunity. And unfortunately, none of us have enough money and cash to buy a lot of the times when we want to or should. And we're sick that even though the stock's doing well, I wish I had more shares or more zeros
Yep.
to the right. And we all have that. Even Kramer has that when he's a multi-million-dollar investor. So the rest of us have the same exact problem, but on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Don't give in to it.
But that's a good title, More Zeros to the Right, Martha.
You like that?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's where we all need to be. More zeros to the right.
Yes, absolutely. And I gave you two good examples of that. I kept Microsoft and I kept Johnson & Johnson. And also, most of us that have other things to do, family, jobs, income, relatives to be concerned about or take care of, we can't be reading everything about stocks all the time. And at nighttime, even if you have a few minutes for a reading, you just plain want to relax. Don't feel guilty about that either. I leave my car radio on when I'm driving around. I'll maybe watch the 6 o'clock news. And if they talk about stocks, fine. If they talk about other things, that's fine too. Sooner or later, you will hear about the big things happening. To go into the computer and spend 3 or 4 hours a day to find out what's happening with different companies, the average person just cannot do that. Saying, there are rumors that tomorrow SpaceX is going to go up, and you hear something like that, they get away with it, but they used to call it insider trading is illegal, or inside information is illegal, and it is.
Yeah, it is.
But if you find out general information over any of the radio and press outlets, that is not getting in trouble. You get in trouble when you get insider information that is not public, and they can tell that it's not public. Like no news agency recorded that it's going up, but a whole bunch of people who own that stock, they all bought into it the night before because it's going to go up, and it did go up. I mean, insider trading like that is easily detectable. So I don't recommend that, and I don't recommend calling a private broker who's a bosom friend of yours, or a mafia person, or somebody affiliated with the stock market, and say, is it true this is happening or something? And your friend will say yes or no. That's when you can get in trouble. And it's a shame. But remember that. So in the future, be careful who your friends are, but also be aware and listen to how the stocks are doing. They will all advertise if a new drug is coming out or if one is no good and being taken off the market. And you need to find out what that company is and make sure that you don't have it. So we've got to take a good break right now, but really there's so much more to inform you on. So stick with us.
At Evergreen Media, we know the people, the businesses, and the work needed to take your marketing to the next level. We know where locals go to shop, work, and have fun.
We're here to focus on your local advertising so you can focus on your business. This is our home. This is our business. Evergreen Media. We market, you grow.
We all have that pair of jeans hiding in the back of our closet with hopes of wearing them again. Slim Therapeutics can make that hope a reality. Our GLP therapy offers personalized weight loss, helping you quiet that food noise, reduce those cravings, and boost your overall health. Pair that with our customized HRT for men and women. Let's balance those hormones, improve sleep, and restore your energy. Visit us in downtown Vero Beach or Google Slim Therapeutics today for a free consultation.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker.
And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannonCpohl.com
and LucyCranker.com.
Are you becoming a realtor, contractor, mold remediator, guardian? In the state of Florida, these and many other industries require a Level 2 live scan background check for clearance to work in your industry. A1A Fingerprints is your certified live scan source from Broward to Brevard. And if you're a medical provider, you need to be registered on the ACA web portal. A1A Fingerprints will help you navigate and comply with the law. Call 772-494-6556 or visit a1afingerprints.com. A1A Fingerprints.
Hi there and welcome back. There's one bit of advice I do have, not a lot, but don't feel like money that you have in cash in your brokerage account is wasting your money because it's not going up in value or growing. I'm not saying have loads of money in that account, but have like about 10 to 20% of your portfolio in there, so that when you come across a new offering like that SpaceX was, and my advice to all new IPOs is wait 2 to 3 weeks and it will come down over the IPO. The initial public offering is for high-tech investors, and it's like a thank you to them, thinking that they'll buy the stock and keep it. And most of them sell it 1 day later or 2 days later. So be patient as one of the general public like I am. Wait 2 or 3 weeks, even a month, and then go ahead and buy that stock. It has gone down significantly from the IPO, and it's going to be a good company and has a good future. And the example of that is SpaceX. So keep things like that in mind. We're really running out of time, but rather than recommending so many stocks in this segment, I want you to think about your practice and how you handle things. And if you don't know what to do, buy only 5 shares at a time or 3 shares at a time and see what happens. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.